Hey, did y'all know that the co-founder of Wikipedia gave his life to Jesus a few years ago? Well, now you do, but check this out.
I found the new atheist representatives, with a possible exception of Daniel Dennett, who's sort of a special case, obnoxious and unreasonable in the sense of being closed to actual reasoning that people would give them. Now, I know this isn't the case always, and there are a lot of people who will argue, but the ones that I encountered, the atheists that I tended to encounter, I guess these are mostly the rank and file, were, as I say, obnoxious and unreasonable. They tended to be ignorant of the Bible. Like, I knew more of the Bible, and I didn't know that much about the Bible at the time. And even, people like Sam Harris, who portrays himself as a philosopher, he clearly doesn't know very much philosophy. I always thought that. And I actually picked up some books here. I found it. The God Delusion. I got this actually in 2020, I think, or maybe it was 2021, after my conversion, because I thought, okay, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to try to see what serious arguments somebody like Richard Dawkins will make. They're not serious arguments at all. It's exactly as I had experienced before. They're lightweight. They don't show an awareness of the intricacies on either side. So, somebody like Michael Martin, who wrote a thick book called Atheism for Philosophers, who would be a better representative of atheism. Anyway, so.
My brother in Christ roasted Dawkins and Harris, but what was so refreshing about this clip was that he too sees the NPC programming in most of these atheists, and if their four horsemen can only come up with these pathetically weak and elementary arguments, of course their NPC posse's gonna sound like a broken record.
Somehow stay
Hip hop? Hip hop Anonymous?
Damn you! You gave him the easy ones!
And these atheists wonder why they get their heads ripped off on my lives and kicked out. Because whenever y'all echo the same tired and beaten obnoxious arguments and yet think you came up with it all by your precious little selves, think again. Even a toddler in the faith that was an agnostic for 35 years can see through that bullshit.
This is some bullshit.
This is some bullshit.
At least engage with real arguments and meet us at the same level, not try to look down at us with some sort of intellectual superiority. Because you don't. At least not with me, so ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, if this was a breath of fresh air and not a jab that got you in your poor little atheist feels, hit the like, follow, and share for more. But until next time, the Faceless Prophet out.
If he were telling the truth, he wouldn't have told us.
Unless, of course, he knew you wouldn't believe the truth, even if he told it to you.